Oopsie daisy, I didn't turn that on. My bad. Hi, welcome back. There's smoke in this part of where I live and it sucks. So I can't do anything about it.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, you say?
I don't want to like overplay it, bruh.
You can't overplay it. It's fucking smoky everywhere.
I don't know.
I mean, it's better now than it was this morning when it was almost nighttime.
Yeah, but you didn't spend the entire day walking around in it.
Fair point.
So, well, I wasn't out the entire day, but
I had class today and I was like sitting in my math class and I'm like, I was dying.
Also, don't forget, our HVAC isn't working so well, so the smoke's still coming into the building.
That's great.
Give me a sec, I'm gonna go get something to wash the paint of smoke. Do it. I have two more. Well, okay.
I dipshit.
Are we just bullshitting everything now?
We just bullshitting? Are we?
Okay, we can bullshit.
We will report it straight away.
Wait, how and why are we bullshitting?
I don't know. Not how are we?
Oh.
I
I don't know.
bro.
I don't know. It's the smoke, okay? Cut me some slack.
My brain
That's fair.
hurts, and I had to do math today.
My brain and body hurts because I was walking around all day.
That's what I like to call unfortunate for both of you.
Yeah.
Mister gets to work at home. Ugh. I hate the smoke right now so badly. Could it be then that the inspector was physically unable to report it?
I don't want to do the fake Italian.
Don't make me pull out a
I mean, I'll
crappy
do
Mario.
it if you really want me to, but
I don't even know if I
fun.
can, bro.
I don't know if I want to do it.
Can.
See, I don't know if I want to do a bad Italian accent or if I want to do a bad Mario impression.
Basically, what are you saying?
Okay, don't those end up being the same thing, kinda?
Exactly. Who's gonna be called? Kyle, you're automatically Cosmo.
Unable to. You're not suggesting.
Yes, it's quite possible that he was killed before he had the chance to report his identification stolen.
No.
The dramatic no.
Oh right.
The defense posits that the victim was killed the day before his body was discovered at a different location. Do you two have anything to say about that?
What
We
is that now? I know nothing. I done nothing. I can't make that noise.
Jesus Christ.
This is how I'm sorry. No mean to be, offensive, but this is how Italians cry.
I don't know. I
I
can't.
don't want to know the answer to that.
I don't know.
Oh, wasn't I doing this guy as well?
It's French, yeah.
Pull yourself together, Pepino. Mon Dieu, you can behave a little more like a master criminal than that, no? Now I wish I had returned to Italia.
Oh,
Stop crying, Peppino, please. Otherwise, I. Oh my goodness, they're talking so much.
You have to.
And there's so many accents.
Do you want me to take one of the brothers?
No, I got this.
You-
Stop you one and stop talking.
No. Old man. I
know nothing. I done nothing.
I mean, I'm more than happy to take Judge again. No, but you will tell everything or face the worst possible outcome.
Why are you two fucking crying? Why did you start crying? What the fuck?
He's a sympathetic crier.
You will dry your eyes and testify again! All these identification papers and the precise circumstances under which you came by them!
Just to save Kyle's voice, we have to take back the judge. I think I won't be doing the old man voice, but I'll do some effect. For crying out loud.
Curious.
Curious there.
I was gonna say, I find it funny if the entire testimony is just the crying the entire time.
Oh my god.
And it's like, how do you cross-examine that?
You're just 7 panels up.
And you're just like, hold it! Stop fucking crying, please!
Shut the fuck up!
Please, God, stop. I have a trial to win.
The truth is, we took him prisoner and kept him for the night at our secret hideout. Even though I didn't think he was a real detective, I was too scared to let him go that day, just in case. We took the man's identification from him and shut him in the room next to ours. There might have been a bit of a tussle, but we did him no harm. And the next morning, we let him go. He spent the night in a nice room. It was nothing like prison, really.
This is outrageous! You imprisoned the man!
But no, see, no, it was not like a prison. He was very comfortable and calm and happy. Aye, Capo? It was never part of my plan. I swear it. So you think it was my fault, eh? Just because I got the date of the ferry wrong by one little a day? I do not think it was your fault, Peppino. I know it.
I find it funny how he's pissed off and he's just cheerful.
You're just like, sure, it's my fault. No, por favor, Capo. It's another affair.
We shall have plenty of time for squabbling back at the prison, gentlemen.
I don't believe this. How could he have been a real detective?
Counsel for the defense, do your shit. So on the day before the incident, Gregson spent the night confined in this pair's hideout. Yes, thanks for pointing out the obvious.
Hold it!
Do you realize what you're saying?
You have to believe me. I never intended for that to happen. And I'm sure the detective did not intend it either.
Do you think?
But there was nothing else I could do. See! Hold on. This cord just minimized. See! Nothing else!
Sees Cammy close up Valorant.
You know what? Shut up. I was
I just
finishing a match and I got
speedrunning.
it.
It's okay.
I was
It's okay.
finishing a
In
match
complete
and I
fairness,
got
I'm
it
in the
here.
middle of speedrunning of dungeons, so...
No, I'm not pointing fingers. I'm just saying.
I just like see Cammy closing that room. Leave me alone.
Oh, stop it!
Don't call me out like that.
Anyway,
This was I have told you before, Peppino. This was not the way to describe a criminal mastermind.
What about this hideout of yours?
An old empty house behind the park on Lime Street. We rented the place for 2 days. It was an inspired idea by the capo here.
an impulsive idea, I would say.
No, not impossible. Inspired, eh, capo? What am I supposed to say to that, eh, Peppino?
And it was in the house described that you can find Inspector Gregson, was it?
But you have to remember, I was under the impression that he was a pretender, not a real inspector.
That doesn't quite add up, though. If you didn't think the man was a real inspector, then there would have been no reason to take him prisoner, would there?
No, you're right, but we couldn't be completely certain.
Hold it!
Too scared? Why?
Because what? We don't know. There was a chance that he had seen through my plan. And if that was the case, he would go straight to the police station and blow the whole whistle on us. Even if he was just a feigning to be an inspector. He was up to no good, without a doubt.
It's a lot of A's at the end of your sentence.
Good God.
There's so many vowels.
Death by A sounds.
Quite literally, just
Basically.
I think most people would agree that it's you two who are up to no good.
Well, see, you may be right. Eh, Capo? The point is, we were never able to escape from England immediately. That is why we had no choice but to take the man prisoner.
What I don't understand is why the inspector felt the need to show you his identification in the first place.
See, I asked myself the same question.
Oh, sorry.
We were writing down the names and addresses of all the people who took 5 shillings from that day. I have forgotten what name he said he was, but the address, it startled me. See, address, Scotland Yard, Homicide Division, he said.
What?
He probably didn't like your face, Peppino. Anyway, I was not rude, I just politely asked him why I'd said it.
We go. Wait, is he?
Ignore the
I
accent.
thought he was French. I thought he was French.
Ignore the accent. And that's when he started to say he was an inspector. Not long afterwards, he took out his identification.
Was Inspector Gregson playing at?
Tell the court what happened next. You took him back to your hideout, you say?
Hey, we did a. We were back to crying.
Yes.
Oh, fun.
That being his identification book here, correct?
See, that is the one.
What made you believe that it was a forgery?
I've never seen a real one, of course, but it was suspicious, this man. Well, I was thinking, it must be false. I got that. It was just as Peppino has said. We were convinced it was not genuine. And so together, various others. And so together, the brothers thing.
You're cutting out there a lot.
Damn it.
You okay
All
there?
we did was shove them inside a locked room.
Oh, okay.
The
Sorry, you're
fucking
cutting out.
accent.
Ah, fair enough.
Then we made the preparations to transport all the money.
In for a penny, in for a pound. Oh, back to crying again. What do you mean by a little tussle exactly?
But it was nothing. Just a minor incident. The postal inspector, he was a real piece of the work, eh, Capo?
What happened?
It was a disaster. We gave him a nice room, and what does he do? In the middle of the night, he tries to escape through the ventilator.
Can you blame him?
We chased him, Bensior. Got him again. Can you,
Wait, you didn't shoot the man in the haste, did you?
Is that who do you think we are? Of course not. I simply caught hold of him again and took him back to the room.
Bullshit! Mr. De Rossi, is there something wrong?
Hey, me?
Something Mr. De Roos said seemed to make you, it seemed to make you act even more strangely than usual. What was that all about?
Amoro, at times like this, you don't want to have the capo after you, believe me. And I speak from a personal experience.
Personal experience?
That is enough, Peppino. There is no need to say more. The truth is, the night before we put the Red-Headed League plan into action, I was scared. It was not fair to the capo, but I tried to run away.
It's a shame you didn't manage it.
But the capo here, he came after me like the turbine, huh? And he dragged me back to the house, kicking and screaming. I still have the bruises to prove it. I capo?
You sure
Jesus
that's not from
Christ.
something else?
Good lord.
Bruises, you say?
You wanna see? You wanna see my fantastical bruises?
You know how guys talk about jiggle physics in video games?
The cheek physics.
I
Has
think we
everyone
had
talked
this
about-
conversation when he first came on screen? we had
Oh,
this
about cheek!
conversation
Oh,
how
yeah,
how his cheeks had better jiggle physics than some of the other video games. They're, like,
I
female
forgot
characters
about that.
Kitties.
Yeah. I forgot about that. It was like, what the? I forgot about that. Oh, shit.
That's enough now, Peppino. No one wants to look at any part of you.
Especially not your cheeks.
What did you do, huh? I assure you or I don't. I assure you or I don't. Oh my god, Cosmo. Fuck!
You do now.
Allah, if everyone wants to see, then I do it. Oh,
Jesus.
Echo, do you see? It's still very visible, eh?
Wait, hold on. I have to verify this for a second. What's his age again? Okay,
He's 20!
just making sure. Just making sure these ages are correct. Because if it was not 25, or is it 20?
I think he's a bit too into that, to be honest with you.
I was gonna say at 25. If it was any younger than that.
You know, like the Russo is like, I just need him to accomplish my plans. And then Derusi is just like,
Oh no!
I got
Oh
a
no!
boyfriend who's
I mean-
gonna choke me.
Master of persuasion in more ways than one.
Literally,
Oh.
this is a toxic relationship, but he's still here because he likes the abuse, because he is what? Masochistic. Thank you.
That
Anyway.
that red ring around your neck.
Trying to keep it together and I can hear you dying. I can hear you trying not to laugh and you're just like,
You got that when you reject back to the house. You like that very much, huh? No, no! Stop! Don't! Stop it!
I said that's enough.
Your brother's more than one way. I see.
What are you doing, Scout Bro? Abino's neck is nothing to do with what we are talking about here. You have my word.
Yes. What is your opinion, Council? About this red ring around Mr. DeRossi's neck? Neck? I wonder, does it matter?
Does it matter?
It's important. Sadly. Mrs. DeRossi.
Sadly, or
Mr. DeRossi, I'm going to sadly have to ask you to amend your testimony with the details about that, mark on your...
Hey, Capo, you see? Everyone is interested in what I say, huh?
You know, if you-
Yeah, that's what they're interested in.
Sure. He's just not pleased with that. Very well, you will amend your testimony as requested.
Exposed to the court?
Oh no.
Like, do you Like, would you really want to be like, yeah, he likes it when I choke him to an entire court? Really? Would you want to do that? I wouldn't.
No.
See, if you really wanted to know,
If he wasn't 25, that would be abuse. Well, it's already abuse as it
it's
is.
still.
The fact that he looks so short kind of fits into the realm of also child abuse.
Andrew, no.
Just stop now. No, why do you have to show it?
Wappa!
This man is just
Superman his
smiling.
fucking shirt. See, he likes it.
I was gonna say, you still have to read this sentence, by the way.
He tried to escape, but the capo put the collar on him and dragged him back, like you did to me. See? The collar.
Oh,
the
no, it's
collar.
Oh, I didn't know they were into this kinky shit.
Oh, sailor. What? My poor mother has to put up every day of her life.
I was ill prepared for that to be a caller.
Alright guys, this is an 18+ stream now.
Something in my brain noticed that word before anything else and was immediately
So did
like,
I,
oh
so did
no.
I, because I think it was because it spelt wrong.
Oh no. Can't believe we're using this line of testimony as part of the case.
He
Anyway,
was taken prisoner.
so the day before his body was discovered, Inspector Gregson was taken prisoner while working incognito.
Yes, they threw him in the dungeon.
No, it was not like that. It was not the prison. It was an invitation to stay.
That further supports the fact. That further supports it.
I just like to point out half of this courtroom is gonna be mildly horrified, and the other half is like, write that down.
I was gonna say.
Oh.
I was going to say.
Oh.
You know, what do they call it? They're part of the Red Hair Society, Redheaded League. They're not swindling money. They're swindling They're swindling buddies.
Mhm.
You gotta stop now. I can sense that. However you describe it.
How the fuck did we get here?
Oh no! You can blame Pepino in his fucking neck.
Pepino, no, Pepino.
Stop. However you describe it, there's one glaring inconsistency that remains. What inconsistency is this, counsel? I would ask the court to look closely at this photograph of the victim. You will see that there is no red ring visible around his neck.
But that makes no sense. It was me who took the collar off the man in the morning. And I saw the red bruises on his neck, just like I have.
Given that the mark is still clearly visible in this witness's neck, we'd expect to see bruising on the victim who was put in the car more recently than Mr. DeRossi. Indeed, that is most peculiar.
But what did we tell you, huh? We say this from the beginning. Many times! Oui, Pepino is right. The man isn't in the photograph. Is someone different to the man we had captive that night? I love how there's murmuring of the crowd and this man is having to yell order even though it's a closed court.
It would appear then that on the day before the incident, the man who visited the park on Lime Street posing as incognito inspector was not Inspector Gregson at all.
If that's true, however, how do you explain the inspector's identification? This is a genuine identification book issued by Scotland Yard. It's inconceivable that someone could have stolen such an important item from the inspector. The prosecutor has made the assertion itself. Get fucked! Sasato.
Sorry, I was watching Critical Role for a second. I zoned out. And we also know that the inspector had made a note about the Red-Headed League in his diary for that day. Which surely means we can't divorce the two events completely.
The inconsistency noted by the defense is most troubling. If it were the real Inspector Gregson whom these two red-headed gentlemen encountered, the fact that no bruising can be seen around his neck defies explanation.
But equally, if they actually encountered an imposter, how did that person come to be in possession of the real inspector's identification?
You know, for the unfortunateness of Kazuma being on the other side of the bench, you have to give it to him. At least he's not sort of just putting his foot on the table and saying that, fuck you and your ideas. And that's actually kind of working with me. It's like, you know, you have a point.
Oh, fuck you, I have wine.
Yeah, that's true. Does the defense have some plausible explanation, counsel? The whole thing defies explanation.
It is for precisely these occasions that we keep meticulous notes in the court record, Mr. Naruhodo. Because those are the facts, and the facts cannot lie.
No, the facts can't lie. Because they are facts and they do not lie.
Of course they don't lie. Facts can't speak. They don't have a mouth.
Even when they point to something so incredible,
What dark sorcery is this? You have words with a mouth.
Well, my lord, it's true the identity of the person who's turned up into the park of the Red-Headed League's enrollment, that's a long sentence, is revealed by the information in the court record, I believe. Good gracious.
Very tantalizing, Mr. Naruhodo. So, why don't you help us all to see whatever truth it is that you've apparently seen? Who exactly was this inspector that appeared before Mr. DeRosso and Mr. DeRossi?
I mean, this should be easy. It's not him. Wait, hold on. Imposter. Though it seems incredible, I admit the undeniable facts point to only one thing. Since no bruising can be seen on the victim's neck, the person on who these two red-headed took prisoner that day cannot have been Inspector Gregson.
In other words, your whole argument up to now has been a waste of time.
On the contrary, I haven't finished. Shut up.
What?
There's no bruising on the victim's neck, so the question immediately posed next is, who exactly was this man in park on Lime Street found to be carrying Inspector Gregson's identification?
See, that's alright. We tell the same story every time. Whoever this man was, the couple dragged him from the pillar to a post with a dog collar.
Oh, he likes it rough.
Mon Dieu, Papino. I was not so harsh as you say, huh? So who was that Fosso inspector, eh? Who was he? Eef.
Clearly, the defense has an idea about that.
Yes, if you wouldn't slam your desk every 5 seconds, I would answer that.
How about the true identity of the man these two imprisoned that night?
It's fucking Sholmes.
Must ask for the counsel for the defense to elaborate post-haste. Who did the witnesses encounter at the park?
I'm calling it right now. It's Sholmes. The blue-haired dipshit.
No. I think it's him. I think it's him.
I
This
do
guy.
actually remember who it is.
Well,
Didn't he die? Yeah,
Well,
I thought
he-
he. Oh wait, no. we
he
were looking for
disappeared.
him.
yes. But think about it for a second, okay? Look at their face. Like, I mean, yeah, they kind of don't look similar, but they kind of look close in face and look. And do recall, we saw a painting of Eve Vigil in that sort of office space, in that sort of like room. Remember? I mean, seriously, look at this man with chin. You really think that he could fool? Do you really think you could fool him? Hello there. Hello there.
Hello there, General Kenobi.
Or unless you think it's Sandwich.
Sandwich.
I think it's Dolly
Honestly,
Vigil.
can we, hold on, you saved, right?
Yes, I did say.
Can we see what happens when we pick Sandwich? What are they gonna say? I want to know what they're gonna say if we pick Sandwich.
It's surely no secret. This is the identity of the imposter.
Oh, really? On what grounds?
Well, I said it was no secret, but that part is. Dear me. If ever a penalty was in order, it's now, I feel. I like how the game just stopped playing music. It's like, you fucked
And
up,
it's just
dude.
like, you dumb fuck. Stop playing around.
Just bad lawyer. Bonk.
It's surely no secret. This is the identity of the inspector. Oh, wait, hold on. I think we fucked up again.
That part is.
Okay, so it's not
It's
him.
like, it's no secret. But that is.
It's Kazuma! Actually, now I don't know it, huh? Who did they
Oh wait,
see
go
at
back
the
to his
park?
profile, Pepino's profile. He has the red mark on his profile picture.
Yeah, he does. So, who else has that mark?
Who indeed?
Oh?
Ah, it's Gossip! I see.
Take that!
Goodness me, isn't that? One of the witnesses who was in the stand this very courtroom earlier today. A nameless man whose only occupation appears to be peddling hearsay to passersby.
Objection.
What on earth would a street seller be doing with a police inspector's identification papers? Witnesses, is this the man or not?
What has happened to his lip? See, this man was not for the Red-Headed League, eh? He's looking for the Twisted Lip League, no?
That's a bit rude. Perhaps rather than making such a rash claim next time, you should bite your lip instead.
It seems improbable, yes, but one undeniable fact remains. During his testimony earlier, I noted something around the man's neck. A red ring of bruising.
Eh?
What?
You didn't see this? The defense demands that Mr. Gossip be brought back into the stand. Clink, clink, clink. Bailiff! Bring the aforementioned witness back into the courtroom, immediately!
Get his ass in here, bitch.
Mm. They're matching brothers! Well, I never. An undeniable ring of
Brothers
bruising
in bondage.
indeed. And identical to that of the witness beside himself. Oh no. Was this me? I think this was me, wasn't
I
it?
thought this was you, but if you'd rather I take this.
You should take it. You haven't had enough voices yet.
Okay.
Now what's going on here, eh? Always had this, me. It's a birthmark, isn't it?
A birthmark, you say?
I assume the reason you've been recalled to the stand has been explained to you. Hi, someone put on an inspector again. But I'm telling you, you got it all wrong as usual.
You're denying all knowledge of it?
Well, of course I am.
Joe, da 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 da.
Literally, though.
Are you trying to kill me with all this nonsense, eh?
I bet his real name is Joe Joestar. Oh, sorry. Gossip Joestar.
Well, at least I'll have more stories to put back on Fresno Street, won't you? Now, we're going to need you to testify again.
And you, Mr. DeRuzen, Mr. DeRossi, I'm sure you'll cooperate, won't you?
Do we have any choice? We are in a big trouble, eh, Capo?
That's quite enough dilatory chatter. Proceed with the testimony, please. Ah. The inspector and the identification revisited. Why did I read that as the crap? What was it? I haven't even whatever. I was thinking something else.
The man who claimed to be an inspector that day was definitely not this man. It's right. See, you think we would have forget these grand lips?
I'd never leave Fresno Street, alright? I've no interest in any red-headed league. I'm all alone in the world, me. I've no kinfolk or nothing. Why would I be involved in something like that? Just look at me, eh? Does it look like I could carry off a disguise with a face like this?
Actually, kinda, yes. Now I think about it. It would certainly appear that we have the wrong man.
What have I been telling you, huh? There was no need for this pointless testimony.
That's right. I'm just a simple peddler, remember? Fresno Street's all I know. How would I have come by a police inspector's identification book, eh?
Well, yes, that's hard to explain, but... A brief cross-examination, I think, counsel. Very brief. Isn't there anyone in this courtroom who thinks I might be onto something?
No. I stand steadfastly at your side, as always, Mr. Naruhodo.
I don't know where I'm going with this line of questioning.
Hold it!
You mean you have no family?
Nope, none at all. So I spend my days on Fresno Street peddling tidbits to passersby. Hoping, just between us this is, that eventually someone else with lips like mine will come along.
I don't think so.
You may be right.
I just
Anyway.
realized that he's wearing a crop top.
Oh no!
Oh no, why? Why would you do
He
such a
really
thing?
is. I forgot. When it pans back to him, I'll point it. I'll just look at it. Look at his tongue. Look at his little tongue.
Anyway, that mark on your neck is too much of a coincidence for us to ignore.
Well, what's a fella to do then, eh? If you don't believe me, we're in an impasse. And there's nothing I can do but flick my lip.
Flick me lip.
It looks like I'm not going to get anywhere here unless I can produce some proof.
You're basically saying I got dressed up and posed as some fancy inspector, aren't you? Well, it's beyond me how you think I could do that.
Hold it!
Maybe you could! Say, with a mustache or a beard to cover up that lip!
Aye, perhaps. But if I was gonna stick some fake facial hair on to cover up this fine specimen, I'd end up looking like his lordship over there, wouldn't I?
Pardon. I show you my lips are entirely unremarkable! I would ask you not to cast such scrutinizing looks in my direction, Counsel. Sorry, my lord. My imagination got the better of me there.
Well, Inspector Gregson did wear a mustache, of course.
You're right, he did, so perhaps he was hiding something himself.
He could barely have hidden a crumb in a mustache of that size.
And anyway, the detective we spoke with had no facial hair.
See, at the capo was right. He was a clean shaven.
It certainly seems beyond the realms of possibility that this witness could have disguised himself as the victim.
It does, and it is.
That's the extent of their testimony, is it?
What's your feeling, Mr. Naruhodo?
Well, what Mr. Gossip said is undeniable. It would be all but impossible to hide those lips with any form of disguise.
Perhaps, yes, but nonetheless, the mark around his neck is equally undeniable. And it's identical to the one that Mr. DeRossi has suffered.
Yes, that's true. Why did this whole disguise idea keep playing on my mind? Fine. So you say, but how can you be quite so certain?
There is no need to urge your hands on the desk, monsieur. The reason is obvious, no? Because I have never before seen lips like this.
Nevertheless, there's a clear red mark around Mr. Gossip's neck. It looks very much like the one you left on your colleague by your prized collar. Oh no, not this again.
Oh god, why is it
None of you, with your words, is like you tried to wring my neck.
Very much like a my neck, though, eh?
No, this is a birthmark, lad. The biggest lips in London and neck to die for. Aye, they broke the mold when they made me.
Was the first time in my life. I feel lucky to have been born with red hair.
And I thought being Japanese made you stand out in London.
Oh,
you sorry.
maintained that you've never seen this man before? It's alright, I'm good, I got it. I could read today.
C'est ça, I swear it by the flames of my hair.
So fierce, pride has outgrown the frustrations with your hair now, has it? Well, yes, I don't imagine I'll forget those lips in a hurry either.
Is that a saying? For some reason it makes me want to eat... How did Fabian call it? An eclair? You know, I've never seen the hair as black as yours before either.
Likewise, I've never seen red hair like yours until I came to Britain.
See, maybe it is a national trait, huh? Maybe other people from this man's country have the grand lips.
No, lad, I was born right here on Fresno Street, and I've never left.
Well, that is the problem, see?
So you definitely didn't go to the park on Lime Street that day, Mr. Gossip.
Now, how many times do you want me to say it, eh?
So, you heard of the redheaded leak, have you?
You don't get a name like Gossip for nothing, eh? It's my business to know what's going off in town. I sold that tasty tidbit to a fair few redheads that came past me. Just between us, I even got sandwich to cough up for it.
Well, he does have a very red nose, if that counts.
Who knows? Oh,
But
oh, I see the pun. God damn it.
Here, wait, hold on.
Thank you.
You're up.
But as you can see, my own hair's not got a hint of red in it. And in any case, Fresno Street's my patch. You won't catch me sidling up some other part of town. No, sir, not likely.
Ooh.
Bullshit! Mr. DeRuse!
Oui? Can I help you?
Did Mr. Gossip's words just now lead you to remember something relevant, perhaps? Don't fucking spin your glasses in a circle. You know what I said.
It was the other day when I was looking for a place near the book, a small house or something.
To be the headquarters of your Red-Headed League, yes?
I visited an housing agent on Lime Street and there I saw him. This man was paying money to the agent.
What?
Mr. Gossip with a housing agent?
Oui. He had some kind of contract in his hand and they were clearly discussing terms.
But no, you're mistaken, chum. I've never left Fresno Street, like I said before. You've mistaken me for someone else. Someone with the same face.
Oh, that's right, I remember it too. He was a painting man with
Oh
the,
my god,
with
Cammy,
the
right?
pink suits.
Yeah, I
Oh,
told you
right.
guys, he has a fucking crop top!
Oh my god, you're right. Holy shit.
Crop top.
He has a baby shirt on! Like,
How
that
does
is
it
a
keep getting
toddler's
worse?
shirt.
Crop man.
Like,
Cammy, do not make me explore that topic. I don't think you're gonna
so
like
many
where that goes.
concerns!
You're
Ace
going to
Attorney!
anyway.
Ace Attorney!
You're going to explore that, aren't you?
I'm just gonna be thinking about that at like fucking 2 a.m.
I'm not, but it's on the brain now, thank you very much.
Ah.
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 Huh.
Ah.
Ah. I was curious why this man with the dirty clothes had so much money.
What?
So I looked at the name on the papers.
And what was the name written? Mr. Gossip?
No, this man, he lies. He tells you that he has no name. But in fact, his name is Hugh Bona. He's better than Mr. Gossip, I think, see?
Oh.
No.
You smacked the shit out of him! Oh my god! He just backhanded a bitch! Holy shit!
Right? What the fuck?
God damn!
Man just got bitch slapped.
Damn, he's got bitch slapped in the next courtroom.
Like, both of them just got smacked into the next fucking week.
I was gonna say he's gonna activate his stand now. Holy shit!
No, literally. Look at this man's stance. He is about to fuck your shit.
All right, Kyle, it's your time to shine.
I'm a peddler of tidbits of information, like I said, on Fresno Street, and that's that. I don't much like folk talking about my personal life.
Indeed. It is not the intention of the court to invade the privacy of witnesses. Very well, I shall respect your wishes, sir. The aforementioned name shall be retracted from all court records of this trial, assuming no objections.
Objection.
I'm sorry, my lord, but the defense does object. Because the name just mentioned has a very dip. There's a very deep significance to this case.
Has a very dip significance.
Good gracious, do you similarly object, Prosecutor Osogi?
As it happens, my lord, that particular name has already been mentioned during today's proceedings.
Well, I never. In what capacity?
God, Kyle. God damn.
Oh no. Oh no.
Look me in the eye and tell me I'm wrong.
Oh my god. I can't play that right now, but... oh god.
You
Anyway. I'm very scared.
It's just
Hugh Bong.
Bong
You
is the name of the leaseholder of the room.
Let me put this very simply. The victim's body was discovered in your rented room.
I suggest, sir, that you start talking.
Well, alright. I suppose that might be the case,
So your real name is Huge Bone. Ah, I see his name has changed to Bone. Has his court record been updated? No.
We're one letter away from huge boner, and I'm kind of considering how.
Excuse
how
me,
unfixed
what?
This trial has been.
God fucking damn it.
His
Sammy.
name is one letter
You
off from huge
have-
boner, and
You have taken the words out of my mouth.
I'm
Thank
just saying, considering the promiscuity of the trial thus far,
Why would you do
I'm-
that?
I'm
Why?
that they didn't take this as an opportunity. Both of these bitches got choked out by this red-headed French twink. Like, you can't tell me that, on what fucking planet does this man, how is he able to wrangle these two bitches? Like, we're not even gonna talk about how Pepino looks like a child, because that's a problem in of itself. But bro!
It is a fucking time in this courtroom right now.
Are
We're
you
talking
ready to
about
put the grabs?
we're talking about BDSM and puns about
They're the ones that
boners.
are choking.
Oh
The
my
game.
god.
It's the game's fault. They literally had a collar. Like, they're bruised with a collar, okay? Like, that. It's not normal shit that people do.
And the one man was very, very happy about it.
Yeah, like,
And I was gonna say, do you expect anything less from an Ace Attorney game? Let me remind you, but you weren't here for the.
children's game.
I think the rating on this is like teen. Yes.
Teen? That
Yes.
still doesn't mean that they could just, like, yacht some BDSM shit in there willy-nilly.
I was going to say, hold on. Yeah, quickly go quick. What's the ESRB rating for this game? Yeah, T for teen, for blood and violence.
Yeah. Not like sexuality. That was, I don't know what I just said.
It was.
I was gonna say, if like,
Sorry.
I had many thoughts going through my head.
I mean, okay, well, I'm just gonna quickly pause for a second. Just gonna quickly search up Ace Attorney for a second. So-
I can feel it. I'm so sorry.
Was gonna say, okay, Ace Attorney, Ace Attorney Justice for All, Trials and Tribulations. Okay, no, Trials and Tribulations, but the first two Ace Attorney games, they're both rated T for teen. And it's mentioned here, the common thing is obviously blood. There's violence, / mild violence, and language in the first game, and suggestive themes in the first two games. In fact, the third game apparently does not have that same rating. But what's interesting, hey, hi, welcome. Cammy's having
Welcome to
this
debauchery.
essential breakdown right now.
I'm not having an existential breakdown. I'm saying that this fucking redheaded twink should not have been able to dom these two. That's all I'm saying. The fact that he shouldn't have done Pepino means nothing. He probably didn't consent to that shit. Neither did Huge Boner.
Okay, in fairness, Pepino seems happy about it, so
Yeah,
we can't
okay.
necessarily say that for sure.
But Cammy, you're missing the bigger picture. It's part of a crime. No, I'm kidding. Eh.
Look at this. Look at these results.
Okay. Anyway, okay. Okay,
Yeah,
it's
which is
pretty.
an existential crisis over there.
I was gonna say your comments are duly noted. Thank you.
All right, Ace Attorney. Let's see you try and fucking dig your way out of this one. Explain, bitch.
I was going to say.
I want to see the explanation on why these two assholes have choke marks around their neck. Like, gotta.
You're talking about the same franchise who, long time ago, on the Game Boy, when the game first came out, gave some of the female characters big badonkadonks. Oh, sorry, was that the wrong? Is it knockers or badonkadonks? I don't remember what the proper
It's
term
What are
for
you
that.
It could be
hold
either.
on, what are you
Yeah, both.
talking about? Tit or ass?
A tit?
I mean, badonkadonk is usually referred to as, like, the booty.
Oh, okay, so knockers. Fine. Big knockers. Let's go with that.
I'd just like to point out, you do remember April May exists, right?
Yes, you do have April May. Do we have to write down Mia Fey as well? Do we have to make note of every other character up until I think Apollo Justice is when they started toning it down, I think. Was it Apollo Justice? I think when they started toning it
It
down?
was Apollo Justice.
Yeah, they started toning it down after the end of the third game. Or maybe second game, I think, I guess. Or after the second game, maybe. But anyway.
I'm sorry. Every time I, the other one that comes to mind is Mimi Me. The I don't know why it comes to mind as well.
Yeah.
But every time I think about her, I just think of the Ace Attorney, like the anime bloopers of just fucking Eric Vale going, "Did you just dab?
Did you just dab?
Did you just dab?"
Yes, I did.
Yes, Eric Vale, she did just dab.
No, you do. You said words.
And once every 6 months, I go and pay the rent to the agent on Lime Street. I remember it now. There were 2 vulgar redheads in there last time.
Please stop making that pose.
Hey, if either of us is a vulgar, it's not to me.
Yeah, he's wearing that
Look,
he
he's wearing a crop
belly.
top and his pants are unbuttoned.
Look
Oh,
at me, look at me.
Stop! Cease! Cease! Hold
After
it!
That I shall make my departure. See ya.
Here's
You're just like, you're like absolutely fucking. It sounds like
Stop.
absolutely fucking not. Not tonight.
Stop!
I'm not
Stop.
wrong!
Yes!
No,
Thank
you're
you!
not.
Yes, you have the right question of what did you walk yourself into? Thank you, Alucard. Oh. Anyway.
Welcome. Let's go
Oh my,
on
what
it.
did I walk into? Debauchery! You walked into debauchery.
You
That's what
walked into-
happened.
To briefly explain, I don't know how when you got in here. This man, this red-headed twink, like fully manhandled the other two. One of them likes it a little too much. The other one is denying all existence of it ever happening, so it's a little sus.
I mean, client confidentiality, yo.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
What happens in the bedroom
But
stays in the
also-
bedroom.
I'm full into
Worst case.
debauchery.
Consider
Well, there
this.
you go. But give the guy a warning. I think there was already a warning when they
I literally
escaped.
told you that we were being gremlins. I think that
Okay,
wasn't
but, like,
enough of a
when is-
warning.
When is the Ace Attorney stream not us being gremlins?
Literally, though.
No, I don't know if he's talking about a warning of what's going on, or if it's like... Oh, yeah, no, he's definitely talking about the BDSM right now. I was like, I saw the first thing. Yes, see, I saw the thing the first time when he said give a guy break, a warning. I'm like, yeah, no, they technically didn't really get a choice in that. Oh, Kazuma's just having enough of this.
Why didn't you bring this up before?
Oh, what? You want to be in on this as well? I didn't know about that, Kazuma.
You were gay. Sorry.
Susanoo, just in the background. Huh? Gay?
Gay.
No, also Sato in the background. Write that down, write that down.
Write that down, write that down.
Just here scribbling.
is
Why?
Gay.
I'm just look. It's like no, Rainosuke's just looking next. Look next. What are you writing down?
They're gay, Mr. Naruhodo. They're gay. I have to write it down. This is a monument. This occasion.
I don't know. We're gonna hopefully maybe get an explanation why his lips are like that.
No, I need to
Or
document
not.
this for science. Yeah.
For
You-
my
okay.
for my lawyering research, I need to write this down. In big bold, they are gay. Your Honor holds it up.
Just holds up the sign. Just be like, just point at it.
I don't like talking
know
about my
what's
personal
in his
life.
lip,
I'm a
by the
typical
way.
peddler as far as everyone else is concerned. No fuss.
Oh, you will update your testimony to include this most surprising revelation, Mr. Boone.
His name is still one letter off from huge boner, and it's upsetting that they didn't go there.
Before I read for Cosmo, I just have to say this. I just said to Tash, we said the same thing at the exact same time, and I said, "Oh my god, our brains connected," and she just said, "Our brains had sex."
What is everyone is free on namesake? God damn.
I hate that he just flicked a small lip.
And then she said, "Wait, that's not what I meant."
Oh.
Yeah, he just flicks it like I have theories on what happened to his lip, but we're not going to discuss those because this is not an 18+ stream.
No, I'm going to get kicked off. Probably gonna get kicked off of Twitch. if
We're
that
getting
happens.
Andrew banned on Twitch.
Hey everyone, I'm opening up an OnlyFans.
Fuck yeah!
It'll be dedicated to the lore. It'll be good.
Joking.
It's. We're gonna dedicate the entire thing to the lore of Ace Attorney and how sexualized the game is.
Oh my god.
Save less.
Kazuma costume.
You know the worst part is there might actually be money to be made there.
Susanoo feet pics.
I'm gonna shut up now.
We're getting into it.
Go! Keep reading. Keep
Sorry.
reading.
Guys, come on. You gotta dig into the gold mine that's right worth.
Please,
So,
like,
the
one.
leaseholder of Scotland Yard has been looking for her since the body was discovered. A body has been discovered. Has been here under our noses all along.
No, get back into your own game. Don't get in here. It's not the type of game for this.
Has been here under our noses all along. Listen, I would cosplay Cosmo. It's fucking hot, okay? Thank you. Boing.
Boing.
Boing. Boing.
That's enough. You live in the damn room, do you?
No, I don't live there. What do you think? There's no bed, is there? Just a desk.
Hello, bed, desk. Then why would you want to rent it?
Well, I don't think I should have to say, really.
Welcome back, son.
Then how about the notice board in there? Which was covered from top to bottom in confidential documents only the police should have access to.
Thank you.
Fair enough. Have a good night, Alucard.
Good
Love you,
night.
card. Love you.
The inspector must have brought it along. It's only other bits and bobs that belong to me. The desk and the chair and that.
People don't generally carry enormous notice boards around with them. The real question is, why was Inspector Gregson killed there in your room?
Well, obviously, I've not the faintest idea.
Darn, I thought you were gonna say you know the reason why.
I mean, it's causing me no end of bother, to be honest.
That lip dough.
You're
Right.
looking at
What that lip do though?
I'm gonna shut up now.
Cammy, what was that laugh? Jesus
Oh, we going full gremlin tonight.
The absolute mad glee that ran through my system when I heard Andrew just dying in the background. I was just like, yes, we got him. Boys, we got him.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Seems to me
we
that
got
Mr.
him.
Gossip, sorry, Mr.
Got
Mr.
him.
Boner would rather as little is known about his room as possible for some reason.
No. Gee, I wonder why.
yes, it does come across that way. And more importantly, knowing that the scene of the crime is actually his room completely changes things. In particular, there's one part of his testimony that's really bothering me now. That's why I finally going to undo this ban. I wish I didn't say that.
Hold it!
The family.
Hold it!
Sorry.
It's fine.
That's these.
Objection!
If you have no kinfolk, as you put it, then explain why this is amongst the sparse furnishings we found this photograph in your room. Ah. I presume, as you've been renting the room, that this photograph belongs to you, does it not?
Oh, well...
Mr. Boner, drop the pretense and tell the court exactly who you really are.
Wait a minute.
I don't know what do you mean? I'm a Panther. I keep telling you so. You really don't need to bother with me. Please, just leave it alone.
As the man
Ooh.
says.
We're getting this music, that means we're getting close.
Leave it alone. Whatever the truth is about this man's life, it has no bearing on this case. Because it's simply not possible that he impersonated an Inspector Gregson.
How can you be so sure?
Just look at the man. No amount of disguise could ever hide those unmissable features.
But what if we were to look at this the other way around? Whoa, he got the big brain moment.
What do you mean?
Yes, Counsel, what do you mean? Well, there's no denying that Mr. Boner's lip is very prominent indeed. But consider the possibility that his prominent lip itself is part of an elaborate disguise. Then hiding that prominent feature, in other words, revealing his true face, would make it utterly unimpeded. Would you agree, Mr. Huge Boner? Good witness. Good.
You haven't connected shit.
No, I have! I swear I've connected the dot!
Oh,
Good
my God,
witness.
this
Are you
nuts.
still hiding the truth from this
No,
cult?
I can't spoil it for Andrew. He hasn't caught up yet.
Oh, okay.
He's still behind. If that's your disguise, then underneath it, his true identity must be...
Yes, that's right. There's really only one person he could really be. My lord, the defense believes that it can reveal Mr. Boner's true identity to the court.
Before we continue, who do you think it is, Andrew?
Very well done, Counsel. Safe,
He's
safe.
just gonna walk away from what I've just asked.
If you want to know who I think it is. Hold on, I need to think about this for a second.
Vibing to the music. I'm just like, yeah.
I think it's him. I mean, there's only one other person I can think of who it could be. The coincidences are already there. Like, that's clearly his wife, whose picture he has. So, like, I don't know. Like, it's hard to say. I was gonna also say, if we get a freaking damn, like, Phantom in again. The Phantom, not Phantom. What is it from Dual Destinies? Again, what's his face? What's his name again from Dual Destinies?
You're gonna be a bit more specific.
Yeah.
Who? Okay, well, we all know. Well, shit. The thing is, this is already spoiler for Cammy because we haven't hit that point.
Yeah, we haven't hit Dual Destinies, but also knowing Cammy, they will also forget. They have a terrible
Okay,
memory.
so you know how when we got to the end of Dual Destinies, we found out that Detective Fulbright isn't actually Detective Fulbright, and he's been dead the entire time, and we found out he's kind of like, what is his name? I'm trying to remember his name now. He doesn't actually have like a full name. He's just identified as like not like a phantom, but like a... No. Sorry?
Doppelganger?
Yeah, but I don't know. They don't think that's what they call him though.
No, he's called the Phantom.
Ah, nice. Okay, I got that right the first time. Nice. Yeah, I swear to God, I hope we don't get another instance of we have a Phantom and I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, I think it's him because the coincidences all point to this. Like, there's no doubt. Who's the gentle blah 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 blah? I hope I'm right. Cause I mean, I can't poke Gregson because Gregson's dead.
Take that!
I hope this is right. Your real name is actually Mr. Vigil, isn't it? Mr. Dolly Vigil. Oh, I was right. Spot on. I don't recall that name, Counsel. Who is this Mr. Vigil? It's a name I encountered yesterday, my lord. It has to do with a certain client of Mr. Herlock Shlom's. A young gentlewoman came to the detective asking him to locate her missing husband. The woman is photographed, in fact. This is Mrs. Vigil.
What?
From what I understand, you haven't returned home since the night before the inspector was found dead. But of course, on that night, you were being held captive by two red-headed league men.
And last night, were put up by the prosecution service in preparation for testifying in this trial. Because we'd been led to believe that you, Miss Venus, and Mr. Sandwich were all homeless. Being important witnesses in this case, we needed to know where we could find you, of course.
That explains why you not only have been unable to return home, but also unable to contact your wife, who's been beside herself with worry waiting for you at the Vigil residence.
Now, just you hold on a minute.
What am I talking about, really? It's a simple enough matter to confirm my suspicions. All we have to do is pull off that disguise.
No, please.
Then look, bring soap, a sponge, and a wash bowl at once. Mr. DeRose and Mr. Rosa, you will restrain the witness.
Oui, my lord.
See, my lord. See.
Oh, ooh,
Oh,
you got struggle here.
he's having way
Get
too
off,
much fun.
please.
What the hell?
Don't. No. I was
His
right.
hat.
There he is.
How did his hat come off and he changed into an entirely different person?
Like I said, all you need to do is just copy pasto his head onto another body. Nice. Nice. Well, we are now seeing your true features, I presume. Where the fuck did you get that suit from? Did you just freaking have that like in the suitcase somewhere? It's like, oh no, I may be exposed. I better pack a suit just in case.
No, it's reversible.
His clothes.
Lift your head, sir, so the court can see your face.
Stop fucking tilting your head, boy. It would appear that the defense counsel's assertions was entirely correct. This has all been a very elaborate deception. So, witnesses, tell the court. Have you seen this man before?
I don't believe it, but
See? There's no question.
This
This
is
is the inspector we saw in the park.
Extraordinary! On the day of the Red-Headed League's enrollment, the man claiming to be Inspector Gregson, who appeared before Mr. What's-His-Face and Mr. Italian in the park,
Was you disguised as the inspector? Or rather, was you posing as the inspector in no disguise at all?
Mr. Vigil was formerly employed as the chief warder at Barclay Prison. The chief warder? Then your career had promise. Why would you quite possibly become the future governor of the prison? Oh, sorry. What on earth have you been doing peddling tittle-tattle on Fresno Street? Well, it's been 10 years since Mr. Vigil worked at the prison.
10 years.
Yes, if you actually maybe looked into stuff. Oh wait, never mind. Actually, I can't blame you because you don't actually know this.
I don't know, I've had my memories gone for the past little while.
No, Cosmo would actually not know this actually, because
No.
this is all side stuff that he's not aware of.
Nope.
Anyway,
Yeah, he has genuinely no reason to be aware of any of this.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. So
He has
I was
no
like,
clue.
yeah. So anyway,
I'm really dreadfully sorry about all of this. Yes, it's true. I am Daily Vigil.
And you were the chief warder at Barclay Prison 10 years ago. So where did Mr. Hugh Bone come from? Sorry, Huge Boner come from?
Boone. The name is the other me. It's a name I invented.
Well, evidently there's a great deal under the surface here.
I'll explain everything. I'll tell you just how wretched my life has become.
Oh no, are we doing a cross-examination?
Telling story.
As you say, it was 10 years ago now that my employment as Barclay's chief warder came to an end. Having left the prison service, I searched for some new occupation by which to earn a wage. But times were hard in London, and I found no suitable engagements at all. In desperation one day, I turned my hand at selling wares on Fresno Street.
But your wife appears to know nothing of this. She still maintains that you are the chief warder at the Barclay prison.
I was utterly determined that my wife should not know of my failings, which is why I've never told her. I opened an account at the bank under the name of Hugh Boone. And I rented the cheapest room I could find on Fresno Street.
The scene of the very crime we're investigating.
Yes, that's right. A place from which I could emerge every morning at 8 as a squalid peddler. And transform myself back every evening at 5 into a well-dressed man about town before returning home. That quickly became my daily routine.
I was puzzled by the lack of furniture in the room, but that explains it.
But why on earth did you just tell us this in the first place?
I have a wife, sir, and 2 sons. And without wishing to sound self-conceited, they regard me with some pride. I couldn't bring myself to disappoint them.
So instead, you decided to conceal your occupation from them.
Yes. I've made such a terrible mess of everything.
Still, one thing doesn't add up. No matter how many tidbits of information you could sell to passing gentlemen, even at 6p apiece, you couldn't hope to match the salary you must have commanded as chief warder at the prison.
Very true. To have kept your family in comfort despite 10 years of somewhat misbegotten employment.
That was all thanks to Inspector Gregson.
What? Inspector Gregson? What on earth?
It was some years after I'd invented Boner, the name, and begun my other life as a street seller. He, the inspector that is, recognized me one day.
Do you mean to say the victim was an acquaintance of yours?
I knew him from my time working at the prison. When he saw what I'd become, he was deeply troubled for me and my family. And from that day forward, he visited me on Fresno Street with increasing regularity. Then one day, he asked me if I would carry out a secret assignment for him.
A secret? What was it?
I was to impersonate the inspector.
What? Impersonate him?
Ooh.
The
New details.
stances, I'm sorry.
Right.
The stances.
We always met in that little room so the inspector could brief me. It was always something along those lines. Surveillance work, interviewing people. On those occasions, he would lend me his identification so people would believe who I was. My instructions were to make an impression, to let people know that Inspector Gregson had been at work. And for those services, He compensated me financially.
A Scotland Yard inspector willingly relinquished his identification into your care with intent to deceive. That, as I am sure not need to point out, is a very serious criminal offense.
But why? What was the point of you impersonating him?
I truthfully do not know. All I can say is that the inspector warned me on numerous occasions.
Oh, Mr. Gregson.
Cammy, your boy.
Now remember,
one last
Vigil,
time.
I need your solemn word. You don't blab about this to anyone, alright? Ever. Even if I end up a croaker.
Ooh. And then he died.
In time, he started to bring papers with him to the room as well. It became something of a second office for him.
So, in fact, the person who declared himself to be Inspector Gregson at the park on Lime Street was really...
Yes, it was me, acting on the inspector's orders. As usual, I removed my boom disguise, and then went as instructed to the park, armed with the inspector's identification book. It never occurred to me that the bruise on my neck might give me away.
That eerie silence. Jeez.
Well, it would seem that this confession completely destroys the defense's case.
Yeah. Explain yourself, Prosecutor Sogi.
My learned friend's assertion was as follows. The victim was killed at another location on the day before his corpse was discovered. At the hands of these two red-headed leaguemen when they imprisoned the inspector.
He just tried to dust slam. I'm sorry, sir. That's not how you dust slam.
Oh my god, that was so fucking adorable!
It's like,
That was so
but
cute.
it's just like, but ow!
Ow!
Good,
Mr.
goodness, that stings.
Mr. Dainty Hands over here.
But no, that can't be.
I did it again.
Ow. After all, it wasn't the inspector who went to the park that day. It was me. God, that
Oh,
hurts.
goodness.
Don't ask how we do it. Our hands get sore afterwards. It's fine.
Finally, we have clarity. We had nothing to do with the murder of the inspector. And merci, Monsieur de la Defense, for proving it.
What?
Plop.
Ha!
Indeed, it would appear that we have reached the de facto conclusions of sorts. These witnesses had no involvement in the murder of the victim. As proven, somewhat ironically, by the defense. I hereby call at the end to the cross-examination.
Hold it!
Let me guess. I'm sorry, but I've played too much Ace Attorney enough that when someone calls something and it pans to like 1, 2, 3, I'm like, I know who the fuck is who's calling it. Hold it.
I love this theme so much. I love a prosecutor reborn. Anyway, pardon me, my lord, but with your permission, I'd like to pose one further question to the witness.
Kazuma? What question, counsel?
It concerns the events of 10 years ago. I believe you would have been present at a very significant execution that was carried out at the time.
10
Ah,
years ago.
the execution of the professor. Genshin Impact Asogi.
Impact.
I want to know exactly what your involvement was.
Oh.
Answer me, man.
1 moment, Counsel! Is this related to the court case?
Naturally. It is the prosecution's belief that this case and the events of 10 years ago are
Inextricably. Inextricably.
Yeah, that linked.
That word. That word.
That word linked.
Does the defense concur, Counsel? Kazuma, you're not yourself. You're not as calm as collected as usual.
Poor Kazuma-sama. No wonder he's acting this way. Mr. Vigil's memories of what happened 10 years ago would tell the tale of Genshin Impact, Asogi's last moment, his own father.
I know, I do understand that, but even so... Prosecutor Asogi, do you genuinely believe that this question requires an answer in order to learn the truth behind Inspector Gregson's death?
I need you to trust me. Please.
Very well. Then the defense has no objection. I see. In that case, you will answer the question, witness.
The truth is, I remember very little of that time.
You've forgotten?
I'm sorry to say, yes. As I said, I resigned from my role at the prison 10 years ago. But for some peculiar reason, my memory of the events leading up to that moment is extremely hazy.
Oh, he pissed.
Does that not strike you as strange, Mr. Hanaruhodo?
Sorry?
Well, 10 years is a long time. But to have forgotten the reason why he left such an important job?
Yes, you're right. And not only that, Mr. Vigil's claim contradicts what we already know.
The human spirit is a fragile thing. It's broken all too easily. Which is why we have a tendency to wrap it up for protection.
Don't we have a reason? Yeah.
Nobody think about that statement too deeply.
The human spirit.
I'm afraid I don't understand what you mean.
When we experience pain and suffering that we feel unable to bear, we block it out, obliterate it from our memories, seal it away. But it never truly leaves us. If the seal is broken, the memories resurface.
Is this like a fucking early version of Magatama now?
And when they do, that fragile spirit may finally be crushed.
But I really don't.
Kazuma-sama.
But if I must be crushed, then so be it. Because the truth will not stay buried. It's coming out, one way or another.
Lord Renosuke, you need to step in! What the fuck? Right. Now I understand. It's clear what his intentions are. He means to expose the truth at any cost. Perhaps if I pointed out the contradiction in what Mr. Vigil claimed earlier, it might cause some crucial memories to return to him. But should I? Should I present the evidence or not?
Do it.
Do it.
Guess what? That's where we're gonna leave off.
Cliffhangers.
Yes. But anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.